very confused. Oh, found them, Luna! I found them! Luna, whatever you're doing, don't. Okay. Not bad. Ah. Sick. But, hi Luna, don't eat that. Well, hello my loves. I hope you're having the best day or night whenever you're watching this. I've really been Bob the Builder this week. These last 2 weeks actually, between the couch last week and then these chairs, built these 3 chairs, and I'm actually so glad I went for the taller chair because the other ones were I think 24 and these are 26, and the 24 like hit right where the right where the counter ended, so it looked like they were the same height and something looked off. And actually, weirdly enough, the chair itself is really different between the 2 sizes. Like the other chairs I had were really comfortable and the bottom of it, like the bottom section, was different. But anyway, I got the taller chairs. I'm so happy I went through the hassle because a couple of years ago, like in LA, that's not something I would have done. I would have just been like, I would have convinced myself to be happy with the smaller chairs because the idea of packing it all up, returning it, figuring out how to get it back to the company would have been so overwhelming to me, and I would have just been like, it's fine. But I thought, something I've realized in these last couple of years are the things that you think are like overwhelming and really hard and you put off for a while because it seems so intimidating, they actually take like 2 seconds once you do it once, and then you know how to do it, and then it's easy. I don't know, returning something, I used to just keep things because I was like, oh, I'll just make do with it and be happy because I was intimidated by the idea of returning it. And then you realize how easy it is. You go, and if you don't already have a bag or a box, you get one at the store and then you ship it off and it's done. So I had built the other chairs, I had to unbuild them. Then I went to the store and got a couple of boxes, boxed them up. I was actually terrified they weren't going to fit, but they fit, thank goodness. And then I set the pickup time from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and I was actually running a little late that morning, and I boxed it all up, brought it to where it needed to be by 9, and I saw the delivery guy coming in to pick them up. I was like, oh, good timing. I meant for that to happen. But anywho, I'm so grateful I went with the taller chairs. Now I'm really happy with that size, and they are slightly uncomfortable, so I think I might get some cushions, but they're actually not terrible because I only sit there sometimes when I edit or write, and usually when I eat, but they're pretty fine. They're not super uncomfortable even though they're wood. And then I built my nightstands. Oh my god, my nightstands, well, just nightstands in general, were giving me such a headache. I could not find any that I liked. None. Couldn't find a single option that I was like, this works, this looks good. And then I found some on Amazon. I was looking at Wayfair because, like I told you all last week, I'm just going for inexpensive stuff for this apartment, and there's still a lot more I want to add, but I think I'm gonna hold a beat and like really just be in the space for a minute. Like with the nightstands, I ended up finding ones I really liked on Amazon. They came, I built them. The first day I got them, I was like, I really don't know about these, but the more I look at it, the more I feel very confident in my decision. I think they look perfect. They're so cute, exactly what I was going for. And now my apartment is very functioning. Actually, weirdly enough though, I went and bought chicken 2 days ago. I was like, oh perfect, I'll make chicken this week. I don't have a cutting board. I don't have knives. I don't have olive oil, but I can get olive oil. But the cutting board and the knives, I was like, how have I not bought that yet? So that is something, those are 2 things I need to buy immediately. But other than that, the apartment is gonna stay like this for a minute. Like, I don't have my wallpaper up. I want to add a chair over there, or maybe I add a chair here in this corner and then put a desk in that corner. That would be perfect. That would be ideal, because I am really trying, well, let me finish my other thought. So there's just there's a few more things I want to add, but I think I'm just gonna sit in the space for maybe a month or 2. No, not 2 months, maybe a month. I'm getting a new TV, one that's a little bit bigger, because it looks fine from this angle, but generally this TV looks weirdly small and it's not very big for the space. So I'm gonna get one of the Samsung frames that you can hang on your wall. I've always wanted one of those. So that's like, honestly, that and my bed sheets are the only things I really was like indulging in, I guess. I was like, there was a really specific set of Brooklinen sheets I wanted, and I got them. And then I really wanted that TV, and I was going to just stick with this one, which I actually brought from Pittsburgh, because I thought, I don't really watch TV in my room, and now when I'm visiting, it'll just be at the holidays, and I doubt I'll be in my room watching a bunch of TV by myself, so I don't need to keep it there, so I brought it. But now I have a dilemma, because I am not putting a TV in my room here, which I'm really excited about, and I'll explain more in a minute. But this needs replaced, so I think I'm gonna ship it back to Pittsburgh, and my sister's gonna take it. I think that's what we're gonna do. But anyway, as for the rest of the space, the TV, the wallpaper, the desk, the chair, and I think I'm gonna get a vanity for my room. Yeah, I think. Oh, and I need a hall tree, because there's a little space in my entryway for something. Right now my shoes just sit there, but there's definitely room for something there. So eventually I'll get something for that. But like I said, I'm gonna let it sit for a minute. I'm gonna really get comfortable in the space and then grab those things, because now it's livable. I have my TV, I have my kitchen, I have my bathroom, I have my bed, I have my clothes. It's all good for now. And I just want to, like, because I took my time with my nightstands and didn't rush it, and then ended up finding ones I really liked, and they were slightly more than I was wanting to spend, but I find a way to justify those things. I'm glad I took my time, because now I love them. So that's what I want to do with the rest of it, but not too long, because I don't plan to be here forever. So it's that perfect balance of taking my time and not rushing it, but also not letting it sit like this for months and months and months, because then I'll only have like a year or 2 in this space. So that is my little apartment update. Oh, I need to tell you about my TV. Let's go look. I've always loved the idea of a dresser set up like without a TV. So I have my jewelry cases. I'm going to get a little tray for my perfumes. These are not all my perfumes, but we've talked about this before. I transitioned to not really underconsumption, but just using one of everything and sticking to that. So right now I'm on a journey of using up all of the things I have, because I have so much, and I hate the idea of just wasting it. Or obviously I could give it to people, but I feel like it's a little bit tricky to be like, here, you want my half-used perfume bottle, or like my half-used lipstick, things like that. So with those, or like my shampoos, or my all of my extra makeup that I actually do really like but maybe don't want to use every day, I'm just in a period where I'm using all of that stuff up, so that I can transition to only like one perfume, one hand lotion, one shampoo, one lipstick, maybe 2 lipsticks, maybe 3, but really sticking to a more specific routine for myself. So anyway, these are not all my perfumes. I have the rest in Pittsburgh. But those ones I have there, I really don't like. Or you know those perfumes that have such strong memories attached to it, like as soon as you spray it, you can't help but feel like you're back in that time when you were wearing that perfume. I don't know if that happens to you guys, but a lot of the perfumes I still have in Pittsburgh are that for me, and so I really can't bring myself to use them. I might just have those sit there, but right now I'm going through these. These are the, oops. These are the travel sizes of all these perfumes, and eventually I'm going to figure out what my signature perfume is, but for now we're just using all these up. Right now I'm using this one because it's really perfect for autumn, but wait, you can't even see how much I've left, but I have quite a bit left. Anyway, I'm also getting a tray, and I'm gonna put my other comb I have here so that can just sit here organized. And I do have a photo picked out of my sister and me that I'm going to print and put in here. But anyway, I've always loved a dresser situation, and I really didn't want to do a TV in my room because right now I'm big on having spaces that you dedicate to certain things and sticking with it. So my bedroom, I really wanted to feel like a sanctuary. Like, I don't do work in here. I mean, I do sometimes film if I'm getting ready or something, but like, I don't like lay in bed and do work. I only read in bed. I didn't want to sit there and watch TV at my counter. I just want to eat. That's why I want to get a desk so that I can sit there and do work, because I feel like that really helps you either lock in if you're trying to do work or relax if you're unwinding. So anyway, oh, and this is my makeup bag. This is the makeup I'm currently working through, and then I have all my extra in another bag. Yeah, and then eventually I'll have all my makeup in here. The only thing I'm very uncertain about are my books. I was going to get standing bookshelves that I found and just stack them, but they had like built-in shelves to make it a little bit easier to grab them. But then when I moved in, I just laid a bunch of them out, and I actually really like the look of it, but it is so precarious. Like, they're all already falling, or Luna will hit them and they'll all start to move. So I'm not really sure what to do about that. I feel like I could make smaller stacks and put them more places, but that's a little bit hard to do without the rest of the furniture in here. So I think I'm just gonna leave the books as they are now, and then once the rest of the furniture is in here, figure out if I want to get like 3 of those standing shelves and just have them on there, because it goes pretty tall and it fits I think like 200 books, and then I could just have like dedicated spaces. But I also really like the casual cozy feeling of them just being stacked. And I really love my classic, I really love the classic books I have there, and I actually have an idea for this table once the TV is mounted on the wall. But until then, it's just gonna stay like that. And then once the TV is out of the way, I can do what I really want to do with that space. So exciting apartment updates still to come, but in a minute. We're gonna take a little pause on that. We're gonna really get involved in New York life, and then I'll finish decorating later. Well, good morning everyone. It's Saturday morning and I am off on a self-date. So let's go. Well, hello again. There's really not too many places for my camera, so doing my best. I don't want to just sit on the floor for every video when I want to chat with you, so I'm trying this setup. You're on a candlestick and 4 books, so I'm hoping that my camera doesn't fall and break. But anyway, it's time for the question, and I picked one that was very New York coded. Someone asked, which Sex and the City character do I identify with the most? And this is actually really difficult. I feel as though I fit all of them except for Miranda, or maybe I'm definitely not as pessimistic as Miranda. I guess the only similarity with Carrie is that I'm in New York and I'm working on writing. I'm writing my first fiction novel. And so when I told someone that recently, I forget where I was, but I said, oh, I'm moving to New York. And they were like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm writing. And they were like, you're literally Carrie Bradshaw. So I guess we're kind of similar in that way, but I don't agree with a lot of her choices. I don't agree with her behavior. I don't agree with her fashion choices. I don't agree with her dating behavior. Sorry, I'm not a Carrie stan over here. So I guess that's the only thing we have in common, is writing and living in New York. So then between Charlotte and Samantha, I don't think anyone in I think if I tried to say that I'm like Samantha, everyone in my life would be like, you need a reality check, come back to earth. Hi, hello, you're insane, that's not accurate. But hear me out. I think, like, personality wise, yes, I'm definitely the most similar to Charlotte. I think when I watch, I just love her fashion, her personality, her lifestyle, her friendships, her relationships. That's what I relate to the most. But I think where we differ is that I think a lot about Charlotte is her wanting to find a husband, get married, and have kids ASAP. Like, that is, like, she's not really as, maybe she is as focused on her career. I can't remember. It's been a really long time since I've watched the show, so don't jump on me if I'm incorrect about this. But from what I remember, she was much more the traditional housewife type, definitely following society standards, and that's where I really kind of differ from her. Like, right now I'm solely focused on my career. I don't really want a relationship right now. I don't really care about a relationship right now. Eventually I want to get married and have kids. Like, eventually I really want that life, but I don't see that happening for a while. So that's what makes me feel like I'm Samantha, but I'm not. Like, maybe I want to be her. That's what it is. I want to have that confidence and that aura, and I love her fashion. So maybe Charlotte is who I'm most similar to, even if we're not completely the same, but Samantha is who I want to be more like. I guess that's what I would say. And then Miranda, I just don't really love her character. Well, on that note, my loves, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next week. Bye.